this world of increasing prices and low affordability, I thought I'd take my money over to Home Depot and see how far I could stretch my dollar. So I roamed the aisles of this big box store to see if there's anything that's worth our money in 2026. And surprisingly, I walked out of that store with 8 items in 5 different tier groups. As my goal for today's challenge was to walk out of that big box store with one item at $5, $10, $20, $50, and $100. But was I actually successful? Well, let's find out. Now this video is a brand new segment in a video lineup I call Tooltiertrials, which is basically where I'm scouring big box stores to see if there's any deals available out there.
Pretty nice little Saturday. We're gonna go to Home Depot.
And surprisingly, I found a few, but are any of these items worth adding to your shop? Well, the only way to find out is to dig into our first tool tier, which is $5 or less. Now, I'll have to admit, it took me a long time to find any of these items, as there isn't a whole lot available at Home Depot for less than $5. But after about 30 minutes of scouring the shelves, I was able to find 3 items that I thought was worth checking out. And in reality, none of these are earth-shattering, but they are good value. Let's check out our first item. The more I do woodworking, the more I'm beginning to realize that I actually enjoy using an old school pencil, as I continue to find myself getting more and more frustrated with the lead breaking in my mechanical pencil.
I feel ya.
And I think this pack of 15 Home Depot pencils will help alleviate that frustration. But not only does this set come with 15 pencils, but it also comes with a pretty unique accessory. Now at first glance, this just looks like a pencil sharpener, but if we look on the very end of it, you'll find something pretty interesting. That's right, this has got a hexagonal shaft with a locking knob on the end so that you can insert this thing into any drill or driver. And once inserted, instead of having to manually sharpen your pencil, you can use that drill or driver to make this an automatic pencil sharpener, making it quick and easy to get back into using that pencil. Our next $5 or less item involves another item that involves a writing utensil. This is what's called a pencil pull, perfect for knowing exactly where your pencil is at all times. If we look closer at this item, you can see there's a little clip on it, which is perfect for clipping onto your belt or even your apron. And once attached, you have your pencil exactly where you need it, and it has an extension of over 3 feet. And since that string is spring-loaded, it snaps back into place when you're done. And that rubber attachment can not only accommodate carpenter pencils, but also regular pencils and even things like Sharpies. And this is one of those tools that I think I'll appreciate the more that I use it. Our next $5 item is a fan favorite, a version of the Stanley Fatbacks. Now there's not a whole lot to talk about with this item, but it is a handy little tape measure that might be useful in our shop. First, this tape measure has a nice rubber durable case that's going to protect this thing no matter how hard you are on it. And with its 6-foot length and easy to read tape, it might be the perfect addition to something like your table saw. But for me, I'm gonna keep this bad boy with my keys, as the main reason I got it is the fact that it's got a keychain on it. And having the ability to make a couple of quick measurements after I drive to the hardware store is just a bonus for me.
I'm gonna treat myself to the hardware store.
Well, that concludes our first tier of $5 or less, and as you can probably imagine, each tier became more and more easy to find items the higher the price was. And for our next tier of $10 or less, I only found one item, but it's something that we can never have enough of. Now there are a couple of things that really intrigue me about this clamp. First off, it's made by Bessie, and secondly, I had never seen a clamp like this.
Okay, Bessie now.
This is what's called the Clipix ratcheting spring clamp, which has a pretty unique design. First off, unlike normal spring clamps, which just spring back into place, this has got a ratcheting system, which holds its place every time it hits a new ratchet. And if you want to open up these clamps, you simply depress that metal tab on the inside of the handle, and these will spring back into place. And the clamp even has 2 swivel pads on either jaw that has a little V-groove so that you can secure around stock. But for me, this type of clamp is a perfect addition to not only create a stop block over at my miter saw, but also at my table saw. And for less than $10, this is a pretty nice little pickup from a place that you can rarely find a deal. And that wraps up our $10 tier, but our next tier of $20 is an area where I began to find more and more interesting items. And it's because of this that not only did I pick up one item, but actually 2 items. Let's start off with our first item, which is the Milwaukee 14-in-1 ratcheting screwdriver. Now anytime I see something from Milwaukee that's $20 or less, I try to pick it up, as I've never been disappointed with Milwaukee's quality. But we probably need to figure out what are the 14 functions of this screwdriver, as I'm always a little disappointed with multi-tools.
It's a double multi.
It's a multi-multi.
Now, as you probably guessed, this screwdriver is all about the bits. In fact, it comes with 13 of them. Now, one of the bits is pre-installed into the screwdriver, but if we pull up on the butt end of the screwdriver, you can see that there's 12 hidden inside the handle. And these bits include Phillips, Flathead, Torx, and even Robertson. And the head of this screwdriver is magnetic to keep every one of those bits in place. And by rotating the black collar on the front of the handle, you can either ratchet right or left or even lock it into place. But if you've been counting, that's only 13 bits. And if you're curious about what the 14th one is, that's the nut driver that's on the very end of the screwdriver. And finally, another nice feature that they don't mention about this screwdriver is the fact that you can actually detach the shaft so that you can fit this screwdriver in smaller areas. And like I said before, anytime I can get anything from Milwaukee for $20 or less, I like to pick it up. The second item I got in this $20 tool tier is something that might look a little bit familiar. Home Depot has finally got into the tiny toolbox game with their latest addition from Husky. Now, we've looked at Cobalt from Lowe's and US General from Harbor Freight, but this is the first time that I've seen anything like this available at Home Depot. And the nice thing about this toolbox is it's completely interchangeable with either one of those brands. And the Husky even has a couple of extra features that you don't see with the US General or Cobalt. Not only does this have a little latch, but it also has a handle, which means that this thing is completely portable. And probably more important than anything, it's got those nice drawer slides, which is something that the Cobalt doesn't have and I've only seen on the US General. And if we open up the drawers and check underneath the lid, you can see it has a nice rubber pad to protect your tools when you go to move this toolbox around. And because this thing is totally portable with that handle, this thing will definitely be moving around a lot. And out of all these toolboxes, I think I'm most impressed with the Husky, as in my opinion, a true toolbox should have a handle. Well, that wraps up our $20 tool tier, and it's time to get into some of those higher end tiers, and if you know anything about Home Depot, you know there's going to be some Ryobi. So let's dive into our $50 tier, which is something that I picked up because of a failure of a tool I reviewed about a month ago.
That sucks.
Before we do that, however, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, and share this video. It truly does help, and only about 15% of you guys who watch these videos are subscribed. Also, if you haven't checked out my website in a bit, go to Flynndogwoodwork.com, where you can get access to all sorts of fun woodworking accessories like all the t-shirts that I wear in my videos. And I've just released some new, more comfortable shirts. And just like always, if any of these bargain Home Depot tools interest you, I'll be sure to leave links in the description below so that you can go check them out for yourself. And finally, if you'd like to support this channel even further, check out my channel memberships, where you get early access to all my videos as well as one member video a week. Now let's check out that $50 tool tier. This is obviously a Ryobi cordless angle grinder, and judging from the heft of the box, this thing feels pretty durable. Now, I'm kind of new to using an angle grinder, but from what I've seen, these things are pretty simple to use. Now, because this is only $49, this is just the tool only, but luckily I've got a ton of Ryobi batteries already in my inventory. Now, there's really only two controls to this entire unit. The first control is a little gray button that's on the side of the handle that allows you to lock and unlock the machine. And the other is the black trigger, which is not variable speed and simply turns the tool off and on. Let's talk about how we exchange the blades on this grinder, and it really has a pretty nice design. The first thing that we want to do is to look at the side handle, which is where we're going to find a little wrench that we can simply pull out of that handle. With the battery removed, you can stick the two tabs on that wrench into the arbor of the grinder. Then it's just a matter of depressing the black locking knob on the back of the grinder so that we can loosen the nut that holds that blade in. And once that nut has been loosened up, the blades are removed and replaced in the same fashion. But none of this really matters unless this thing is powerful enough to cut through metal. In this case, I want to cut through some aluminum, which I completely failed to do with my last grinder. Now, although I'm probably not using the best blade to cut through this metal, I am using the one that came with the tool. And I can definitely tell that this grinder is probably 2 to 4 times more powerful than that Phantom. And I think the results speak for themselves, as I was able to easily cut this gaping hole right into that aluminum. And all that's really left for me to do is to get some wood cutting blades for this tool, as that's primarily what I'll be cutting through. And for under 50 bucks, I couldn't be more pleased with this tool that I'll probably only use occasionally, and it might get me interested in carving. But we've got the biggest tier to take a look at.
Let's say top tier.
And that's the $100 tier, which I only found as I was walking out of Home Depot. Now, obviously, this is another Ryobi tool, and it's actually a tool that I've had in the past and I've been super impressed with. Now, it's not just the tools themselves that got me intrigued about this item, because if we look in the case, you can see there's some pretty valuable items as well. Not only does this kit come with a drill and driver, but it also comes with a battery charger along with two 1.5 amp hour batteries. And I'm actually pretty pleased that the batteries have a battery indicator on them so that you can know whether or not they're fully charged. Let's start off by taking a look at the drill, as this has actually got the most features. If we look at the top of the drill, you can see it's got a 2-speed gearbox, which can be adjusted with the simple slide of the tab. And on the very front of the drill, you can adjust the torque of it from 1 all the way up to 23 for some reason, which will just increase the resistance of the drill the higher the setting is. And if you don't want that brake to engage at all, you simply switch it to the drill setting and it will function like a normal drill. You'll also notice that the drill has a forward and backwards functions with the simple flip of the tab on the side of the handle. And the trigger is indeed variable speed, which will just give you a little bit more control. Not to mention there's a nice little LED light that's initiated as soon as you pull that trigger. Now let's take a look at that impact driver, which has a few less features. First up, just like that drill, the trigger is once again variable speed, which is just going to give you a heck of a lot more control.
Control, acceptance, and punching.
Also, just like that drill, the impact driver is able to move forward and backward with the simple flip of the tab on the side of the handle. You'll also notice as soon as you pull that trigger, there's once again a nice little LED light to light your way as you go to drive in your screws. And other than that, this impact driver works like any other impact driver, giving you just enough resistance to not overdrive your screws and still enough power to get out those stubborn screws. And I know a lot of you have told me that you don't have an impact driver yet, and this may be the perfect kit to try one out and see if you like it. And I remind you, for less than $100, not only do you get that drill and the driver, but you also get a battery charger along with two 1.5 amp hour batteries. Well, that's going to wrap up today's Tool Tier Trials. I really hope you enjoyed checking out all the items that are available in each one of these tiers. And I know we didn't dive in as deep as we usually do into each one of these tools, but the purpose of this video was to show you what type of bargains are available at each one of these price points. Before you click off today's video, do me a favor and check out some of Bert's best at the end of this video, and if you haven't already, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, and share this video. It truly does help. And if you haven't checked out my website in a while, go to FlynnDoggWoodwork.com, where you can get access to all sorts of fun woodworking accessories like all the t-shirts that I wear in my videos, and I've just released some new, more comfortable models of shirts. And if any of the tools we took a look at today and any of the tiers interest you, I'll be sure to leave a link in the description below so that you can go check them out for yourself. And make sure you comment and let me know which one was your favorite. And last but not least, if you'd like to support this channel even further, check out my channel memberships where you can get early access to all my videos as well as one member video a week. Until next time, take care as always. Yes, sir. Let's get it, folks. So last year I lost $10,000 in a company claiming to make Henry Winkler dolls. Turns out it was a Fonzie scheme. To this day, that jackass who used to bully me in high school still takes my lunch money today. On a side note, he makes a pretty darn good hamburger at McDonald's. If I ever won the lottery for $1 million, I'd donate a quarter of it to charity. Some say that's generous, but it still leaves me with $999,999.75. I just got a job last week and my boss makes $1 for every dime I make. Yeah, it's just another day at the U.S. Bureau of Engraving and Printing. You know, I think I'm gonna open a dollar store in England. Yeah, I got the perfect name for it too. Pound Town.